Good morning. Welcome to my party pen. This is Captain. Blue's over here, but I guess Captain doesn't want to hang out with me anymore. You should get your butt off the camera. It's kind of gross. uh, anyway, welcome to my party pen. I enjoy all of you being here. So, come in, keep your shoes on, press the like button, stop right here and get some Keep Other People Alive juice, and then pack a bowl, grab a cigarette, have a seat, pet my cat, and have the have the best time. I don't know why the fuck I said that. But anyway, have a great time. We are going to be reading, starting at chapter 5. But where we left off yesterday, God was giving them statutes for sacrifice, okay? So he was saying, do all this boring shit. But to make sure you put the fat on the wood that is in the fire. And I still don't. Oh, there's Blue. And I still don't know how that did not cause a giant ass fucking fire. I don't know. But what I do know is we are picking up at chapter 5, and hopefully we can get through this pretty fast. So, finish making your Keep Other People Alive juice. Let's pack this bowl and roll a cigarette and go pee before we start this. Because, you'll see why. So make sure that you go pee real quick. You pack a bowl and you roll a cigarette because this is about to be something. Oh, also, real quick. I'm posting my Vimeo. I don't think there's music on this website. I said before, this is a very professional website. It looks like super professional. Like there's short films and like a lot of pre-commercial things. Like you look on here and you'll find commercials, but they're not exactly commercials. They're a place where people can make videos and they end up being commercials. I don't want to be on a commercial, and if you've noticed, there's like a little hire me button. I have that clicked off. I don't know how to use any of the websites, editing material or anything like that. I don't know how to do that shit. I tried, but it ended up not working out with the steel mill that's behind my house. So I don't know. So I haven't tried to use editing since then. Those videos are in Rumble. So I haven't tried to edit since then. But we're picking up on chapter 5. And chapter 5 says, this is more statutes. And I'm sorry I have to read this. But I skipped it before and it ended up being totally important. So we got to read this because it ends up being totally important. So I apologize again ahead of time. Uh, but we got to read this shit because it's important. Highly important. So we have to know. So, chapter 5 starts. If a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he has seen or known, if he does not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity. So it's like if you hear someone go like, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. And if you're like, I don't know, is it worth it? Jail time's not worth it, dude. Listen, jail, as okay as it is not a great place to be. So, like, don't kill this dude. And if you do that, then you are safe. But if you're like, I don't know, then whatever sin that guy has on him is now on you. So you should probably say shit. Okay? Or if a soul touches any unclean thing, whether it be a carcass of a beast or a cattle or a creepy thing, and if it is hidden from him, he shall also be unclean and guilty. So even if you don't know that this guy is picking up roadkill or just vulturing after vultures, just picking up the meat. And if the priest doesn't know about it, then the priest is guilty too, maybe. Okay. Or if he touches the uncleanliness of a man, whatsoever uncleanliness it be, that a man is defiled, and it be hidden from him, when he knows of it, then he shall be guilty. So if somebody's like, one of your cows is dead, I don't know what happened, and then the dude goes out there and gets his cow, and he doesn't know it was killed by another beast, he's still guilty. Uh, 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 okay. If a soul, okay, uncleanliness, it be a man. What the fuck? Okay. If a soul swears, pronouncing with his lips to do evil or to do good, and uh, whatsoever it be that a man shall pronounce with an oath, and it be hid from him, he shall be guilty. What the fuck is happening? Okay, he's guilty. Or if a soul swear, pronouncing with his lips to do evil or to do good, whatsoever it be that a man pronounce with an oath, and it be hid from him when he knows of it, then he shall be guilty in one of these. So if somebody's like, I'm going to kill everybody, or if another guy's like, I'm going to love everybody, then whoever hears it and doesn't be like, they're guilty. And it shall be when he's guilty of one of these things, he shall confess that he has sinned in that thing. If you don't know it, then how can you know to confess? So you're just guessing. Listen, I don't know about this animal, so I'm just going to sin. I don't know about this guy, but just in case. And he shall bring his trespass offering to the Lord for the sin which he sinned, a female from the flock, a female from the flock, a flocking female, a lamb or a kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest will make an atonement for him. And if he's not able to bring those things, then he'll bring 2 turtle doves or 2 pigeons for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering unto the Lord. And he shall bring them unto the priest, who shall offer that which is for the sin first, and for the sin offering first, and wring his head from his neck, but not divide it. So pretty much just just but you don't cut his whole head off. And you shall sprinkle the blood of the sin offering upon the side of the altar, and the rest of the blood shall be wrung out at the bottom of the offering. It is a sin offering. This is when you just dump it out. And he shall offer the second for a burnt offering, according to the manner. And the priest shall make an atonement for him for his sin which he sinned, and it shall be forgiven him. Okay, so bring some birds. And God's like, even poor people sacrifice. Duh. Okay. And if he's not able to bring 2 turtle doves or pigeons, then he brings a tenth of an ephah. Ephah. And he shall so an ephah of fine flour for a sin offering, but don't put no oil on it, or frankincense, so no getting smashed on bread, because it's a sin offering and you can't eat the sin. Then he shall bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his handful of it, even a memorial thereof, and burn it on the altar, according to the offerings made by fire unto the Lord. It is a sin offering. So you just bring a tenth of an ephah and just give God a memorial of it and the rest to the priest? Okay. And the priest shall make an atonement for him, touching his sin, that he has sinned in one of these, and it shall be forgiven him. And the remnant shall be the priest as a meat offering. See, why is there... Look, there's an apostrophe here. So really it says, and the remnant shall be the priest is as a meat offering. See, this apostrophe shouldn't be here. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, if a soul commits a trespass and sin through ignorance in the holy things of the Lord. Okay, so even if you don't know you're fucking up, then he shall bring for his trespass unto the Lord a ram without blemish out of the flocks, with thy estimation, estimation. So you just guess if you sinned or not. By shekels of silver, after the shekels of the sanctuary for a trespass offering. So I'm guessing you could just give a penny. Like just in case. And he shall make amends for the harm that he has done in the holy thing. And he shall add the fifth part, a shekel, and he shall add the fifth part thereto, and give it to the priest. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering, and it shall be forgiven him. So pretty much you're just paying to be forgiven. Listen, how does that happen? You're just like, give you some money, forgive me. So pretty much you're paying the judge off to get out of jail. And if a soul sins and commits any of these things which are forbidden by the commandments of the Lord, though he wist it not, yet he is guilty and shall bear his iniquity. Though he wist it not. What does that mean? Where's my phone? Right here. Wist. Wist. Archaic. To have knowledge. Well, why didn't you just fucking say that? Because you said, though, he didn't know up here. But now you're like, wist. See, this is different writing. Somebody else wrote this. Because if you noticed all throughout this Bible, they use different words for the same thing. They're putting word magic in here. So this was written by multiple people because there's different writing styles all through this. I'm a word Nazi. I'm a grammar Nazi, a word Nazi. I'm not just a regular Nazi. There's different writing. Like you can tell up here, it's like kind of plain writing. But as you get deeper into the rules, it's different writing. I don't know if anybody's ever paid attention to that. But as I'm reading this, just even if I don't point it out, just pay attention to the different writing styles and the different words. Because some of these words are not God rule words. They're not God words. Some of them are just made up words. Well, I guess not made. No, made up. They're just, it's different. These are different words. Okay. So though he knew it not, he is still guilty and bear his iniquity. And he shall bring a ram without blemish out of the flock with thy estimation for a trespass offering unto the priest. And the priest shall make an atonement for him concerning his stupidness. It says ignorance, wherein he erred and knew it not. See, ERRED. This is a different word. Though he erred and wist it not, it shall be forgiven. It is a trespass offering. he hath certainly trespassed against the Lord. Some of these words, man. Okay, we're going to pause right here. We're going to take a break. We're going to go pee. We're going to get a refill. We are going to repack this bowl and smoke a cigarette. I already fed my outside cats, and the rain watered my plants, so we are okay. I think. We are okay. Anyway, we are going to pause right here. Where are we at? Oh, 20 minutes. Yeah, we're going to pause right here. We will be back. We will be back. All right, we'll be back. Get a refill, go pee. We'll be right back. Okay. Chapter 6. Okay. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, if a soul sins and commits a trespass against the Lord and lies unto his neighbor. No. If a soul sins and commits a trespass and lie unto his neighbor, that which delivered him to keep, or fellowship in a thing taken away by violence, or has deceived his neighbor, or have found that which was lost and lies concerning it. And swears falsely in any of this thing that a man does, sinning therein. So listen, if your neighbor's like, I need some milk, and you're like, I don't have any milk, but you have a whole fucking gallon of milk. Actually, that never happened, but I couldn't think of anything else. Sugar. Sugar. Like if you ask your neighbor for sugar, and your neighbor's like, I don't have sugar, but they have a whole fucking thing of sugar because you just saw them buy it. Yeah. Then it shall be, because he has sinned and is guilty as fuck, he shall restore. In there. Oh, or if you're like, hey, I want that TV, and you kill somebody for their like 80-inch TV, then you're like guilty as fuck. And or the thing which you're like, I don't have your cow. That which was delivered unto him. Or if your neighbor was like, hey, hold on to this gun, and you go tell the cops. Or all that about which he has sworn falsely. I swear to God, I didn't give your gun to the cops. He shall even restore it. Here, I'll give you a new gun. And you're only doing this for principle. And he shall add a fifth part. Here, I'm going to give you some bullets. Give me back my bullets. That's a Leonard Skinner song. If you ever get a chance, you should check out that song. That is my favorite Leonard Skinner song. Give me back my bullets. Yeah, I've never had a bullet or a gun, but I want them back. It's a principle. And he shall add, okay, bullets, and give it unto him who pertaineth in the day of his trespass offering. So it's like, okay, buy him a new gun and some bullets. Give him back his bullets. And he shall bring his trespass offering to the Lord, a ram with no blemish out of your flock. With your estimation for a trespass offering unto the priest, here, I'll give you this much money if you just forgive me. And the priest shall make an atonement for him before the Lord. See, listen, I think this shit is just threw in there at the end of all of them. It's like, pay the judge. Somebody just added this shit and tried to make it fit in to these rules. It's like, just pay the priest and they'll forgive you. But make sure you also bring us dinner. Any kind of dinner. No, the trespass offering is a ram. And the priest will make an atonement for him before the Lord, and it shall be forgiven him for anything of all that he has done in trespassing therein. So they're gonna make all your sins concurrent. Just pay them and give them dinner. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, command Aaron and his sons. This is the law of the burnt offering. It is the burnt offering because of the burning upon the altar all night to the morning, and the fire of the altar shall be burning in it. Well, you think so? There's fat on it. It should never go out. And the priest shall put, unless there's too much fat. And then, then it goes out if you pour too much fat. And his linen, oh my God. And the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen breeches he shall put upon his flesh. Okay, so these are the over underwear, the magic panties. These are the things they put over the diaper. So the diaper, a trench coat, breeches, and a bonnet. So shorts and a bonnet. And his linen breeches, okay, and take up the ashes which the fire has consumed with the burnt offering on the altar, and he shall put them beside the altar. Okay, so this is also the same place that they put the blood. So ashes and blood. That's one hell of a tattoo mixture. But I don't know, because I don't have any tattoos. But I know back in the day, they used to give the people tattoo with ashes, burning ashes. They would use ashes, not ink. From what I hear, I don't exactly know because it's not one of the things I ever looked up, but it is something that I heard. But I'm just saying that's one hell of a tattoo mixture if that ashes thing is true. And he will put off his garment and put on other garments and carry forth the ashes out of the camp unto a clean place. But I thought you were putting these ashes beside the altar. See what I'm saying? This, it tells you to put them next to it, and then it's like, take this shit out of the camp. And the fire upon the altar is burning in it, and it shall not be put out. And the priest shall burn the wood on it every morning, and lay the burnt offering in order upon it. and he shall burn thereon the fat of the peace offering. And the fire shall ever be burning upon the altar. It shall never go out. This is the law of the meat offering. The sons of Aaron shall offer before the altar before the Lord. And he shall take of it his handful of flour and the oil and all the frankincense which is upon the meat, and shall burn it upon the altar for a sweet savour, even the memorial of it unto the Lord. So even just a little bit of it, you can eat the rest. I just want a little. And the remainder will his okay, and the remainder Aaron and his sons eat with unleavened bread. It shall be eaten in the holy place, in the court of the tabernacle, of the church. Okay, so they're eating this stuff in the court of the church. It shall not be baked with leaven. I have given it unto them for their portion of my offerings. Made by fire. Most holy is the sin offering and the trespass offering. All the males among the children of Aaron shall eat of it. It shall be a statute forever in your generations concerning the offerings of the Lord made by fire. Everyone that touches them shall be holy. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, This offering of Aaron and his sons, which they shall offer unto the Lord in the day when he is anointed, the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a meat offering, perpetual, half of it in the morning and a half of it at night. In a pan it shall be made with oil. When it is baked, you shall bring it in, and the baked pieces of the meat offering shall you offer for a sweet savour unto the Lord. And the priest and his sons that are anointed in his stead shall offer it. It is a statute forever unto the Lord. It shall be wholly burnt. For every meat offering for the priest shall be wholly burnt. It shall not be eaten. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and to his sons, saying, This is the law of the sin offering. And the place where the burnt offering is killed, shall the sin offering be killed before the Lord. It is the... So this is the red carpet. So this thing's got to be killed on the red carpet. It is most holy. The priests that offer it for a sin shall eat it. In the holy place shall it be eaten, in the court of the tabernacle of the congregation. Whatsoever touches the flesh shall be holy. When there is sprinkled of the blood upon any garment, you shall wash where it is sprinkled in the holy place. Cold water, listen, and white toothpaste. Cold water. Wash it off with cold water, and then rub some toilet paper or toothpaste like this, and it'll get the blood out of your underwear, your shirts, all that. But try cold water and white soap, like Dove or whatever, like this, and then a little bit of white toothpaste, like this. It'll get blood out. I don't know if it gets DNA out, but it definitely gets blood out. And this is in the place where the burnt sprinkled. Okay, the garment. But the earthen vessel wherein is sodden shall be broken. But the earthen vessel where it is sodden shall be broken. What? What is the earthen vessel? Is that a vase? And what is sodden shall be broken. And if it be sodden in a brazen pot, it shall be both scoured and rinsed in water. All the males among the priests shall eat of it, it's most holy. And the sin offering, any of the blood, and no sin offering where any of the blood is brought into the church to reconcile hold on, and no sin offering where any of the blood is brought to the church to reconcile in the holy place shall be eaten. It shall be burnt in the fire. What? See, this paragraph is stupid. I can't. What? But the earthen vessel where it is sodden shall be broken. And if it be sodden in a brazen pot, it shall be scoured. Okay, so I guess if you wring the blood into a vase or a brazen pot, break it when you put the blood in it, and scour the brazen pot and rinse in water. And all the males among the priests shall eat thereof. It is most holy. And no sin offering where any of the blood is brought into the tabernacle to reconcile within the holy place shall be eaten. It shall be burnt in the fire. Okay, so so if you bring your animal in and it still has blood, and you break it and you pour it out in the thing, you just cook this shit. And you break the pot it came in, or you scour the thing that you had to dump it in. See, I don't know. I don't know what this paragraph is. This is stupid. It's 28 and 29 of Leviticus 6. It's the last two verses of Leviticus chapter 6. I have no fucking idea what that means. Really, I have no idea. Yeah, I can't, I don't fucking know. And I'm sorry for having to read these stupid statutes, but it becomes important. And is this... Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Listen, it does get better. Oh my God. Okay. We only got 20 more chapters left for sure. Well, 21. But it gets better. It gets better. I mean, no, it doesn't get better. Well, it gets kind of better. It it gets kind of better. And we have 20, 21 chapters left. Oh, I'm so glad that I skipped this book before. But we have to read it. It's important. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please keep your head down, your nose clean, and your shoes tied. Please. I love you and thank you for watching and have the greatest day ever. Love you. Bye.